Hello everyone. After about 5 years, this is the first time I've actually done a video on my channel. I'm going to be walking you through my new fish room and the 3 tanks that I have set up in the fish room. I know it's been a while since I posted anything. I have moved around a lot, but now I'm stable and set up exactly where I know I'm going to be. And now I have my fish room set up the way I like it. The tank that you can see right now, this is a red Sea Reefer 350. This is an SPS dominant tank. I plan on keeping this tank SPS dominant tank, and they have little small 1-inch frags that I will be growing out. As I do more content on future videos, I'm going to be walking everybody through the different type of corals by name, the coral by name that I have in this particular system. And I also go into detail as far as what I do to feed and everything like that. So off to the side, as you can see here, I have an innovative marine auto top-off container. I think this is about 15 gallons, but it's a great container for auto top-off. The lights I'm running on here are 2 G5 Radeon G5 Pros. I like the Pros because it's more white light specifically for SPS tank. And for flow, I have 2 Nero 5 pumps. As you can see, the frags I have in here, they're only a few months old, but this particular system is about 7 months old. So I wanted to make sure before I started adding SPS coral that everything was stable and everything was in place and coralline algae was growing. I really took my time with this system. I'm happy with the setup on here. Not a lot of livestock, not a whole lot. I think I have maybe 7 or 8 fish in there, that's it. I'll probably keep it that way. But I do feed pretty heavy, but I'm going to show you underneath as far as the filtration that I'm using, because I'm definitely heavy in and heavy out. So this tank itself, again, the way I looked at it when I set it up, I knew I wanted to do SPS, so I wanted to keep it that way. Now, as I show you the equipment here, it is tight underneath in the sump underneath the cabinet. I know I wanted the Red Sea Reef Mat 500. I know I wanted to have that set up in there. And I also knew that I wanted to use an actual algae scrubber, a turf scrubber, which I think that's an ice cap. Great turf scrubber, great for nutrient export. As you can see, I have a UV sterilizer in there also, and I have a red reef octopus protein skimmer. This system is powered by Hydros aquarium controller. So it's a pretty good aquarium controller, and it controls everything that I needed to. And I was going out on a whim with this particular aquarium controller because I was used to Neptune Apex. But all in all, I'm pretty happy with it. It's not a bad controller. This system, again, I look forward to growing out the coral in here and to see how this tank is going to look when it actually matures. It's not even really fully matured to me yet because it hadn't reached a year old, and there's still a lot of things, but the parameters are stable. So going over to my next system, this is a Waterbox 20 cube. Now this particular tank is about 1 year old, 1 year old, and this system was very difficult and it gave me a lot of problems. I had to break this system down 6 months in because the hair algae problem. And it was just, I couldn't get the parameters stable. Even though I've been doing this since like 2010, I just sucked at this nano tank. I'm honest about that. Some reefers won't say that, but this particular small system that I had here, which is 20 gallons, it just fluctuated so much, and I had to spend so much time kind of monitoring it. It was a lot. Not a lot running this system. I keep it simple with an auto top-off container, which is only a 5-gallon jug. I have a Nero 5 pump on here, and I also have a UV sterilizer with filter floss, and that's it. It is powered by an AI Prime lighting schedule, and underneath, that's all I have. Oh, and the Neptune Apex Junior is running this. Very old. I've had this since, I want to say 2015, and it's still going strong. Not a lot of coral in here, and I intend to keep it that way. I just want the coral in there to grow out. It's going to be majority all softies, and I just like that tank just for my viewing pleasure. I don't want it packed with coral. I want to keep it nice and simple, just my personal preference. But that tank was very difficult to get it to where it is now, where it's 1 year old. Now coming over to my next tank that I have, this is a CADE 1200 S2 frag tank. So this is only a few days old, and I just started cycling it yesterday. So it's just started to cycle. So water was just in there and just started to cycle. The lights that I'm running on here are a Aquatic Life T5 hybrid LED fixture. So, and I also have 4 Coral Blue Plus bulbs that are running the T5s on there. And I have 3 Ecotech Radeon G6 Blues. So this is a pretty nice lighting system. And again, I'm planning to use this system specifically just to grow coral and frags, and that's it. So I wanted to make sure I didn't skimp on the lighting, and I wanted to make sure I got the lighting that I wanted that's going to provide the results that I'm looking for with color growth and everything. But I like this light fixture. I have it set up with the Aquatic Life light fixture holders. I didn't want to run it from the ceiling, but all in all, it's great. Don't give me bad trouble about this rat's nest that I have underneath here. Don't beat me up too bad. I do have a max spec protein skimmer 400 in here. This is a very quiet skimmer. It's not skimming anything right now because I'm cycling the tank. I'm not running anything. I took the filter socks out and everything is going just straight through on its own. But all these doors open up on this particular tank. So this is my first CADE system, and I enjoy it. I actually love this system. The cabinet came fully assembled. Everything was fully assembled. The only thing you had to do was put the aquarium on top and put the plumbing in there. You can actually open this side to where you can get to the filter socks. You can control the water level right here. And also up top, you can actually see where the overflow box is. And it actually has a gauge on there to where you can balance out and keep everything nice and quiet and simple where you want your water level to be. So I actually like this pretty good. And here's the gauge on the side where I was telling you about. Now in the back of this system, it actually has a built-in auto top-off reservoir. I chose not to use this because I'm running 2 Ecotech MP40s, and I wanted to put them on the back of the tank, so that is where they are at, and it's completely dry in there, so I can mount anything on there. If I needed more, which I know I don't, because 2 is enough for enough flow. And I also have an Ecotech M2 return pump, which I know is overkill for this 88-gallon system, but I wanted to make sure I have enough flow for the type of frags I will be growing in this system. So again, all the doors open up on this, and as an added bonus on the side over here is where it has a built-in power bar system to where you can control everything in here. I have all my controllers over here. You plug it all in here, which is great. I actually have all of the switches labeled, so I know what's running on each individual lighting on the power bar. So I do have a Neptune Apex controller that will be coming in, and I'm gonna set that on there for only so I can actually make sure I control everything, and I may be going with the Trident as well. So all in all, I'm happy with this setup. Light fixture is good, and I really enjoy it. I'm happy how everything came out. Pretty sweet system. But again, I wanted to give you all a tour of my new fish room and kind of like let you know what I've been doing for the past 5-year break. So happy to be back in reefing, and I've been back in it over a year now. But again, I'm happy to provide more content, and I have more videos to show. And I will be going in detail as far as what I'm doing to maintain these full systems. So I look forward to providing more content, and like this channel, subscribe and all that good stuff. And I'll talk to you soon. Thank you.